Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? How are we today? Listen, today we're talking about confidence. I just meditated before this video. I'm ready to go in. All right. There's a huge lack of this in life. I'm not even gonna lie, straight off the bat, I'll tell you guys, I was struggling with it recently. Like, for a couple months. Cause prior to that, I had no problem with it. I'm like, I was set. I was straight. But I veered off the path a little bit. Started questioning all my moves. I started questioning everything I was doing. But I'm gonna talk to you guys about how I got back on it and just how to have it and what it is and I'm just gonna talk about it. All right. So I mean the thing is, bro, confidence, what else is the other option? What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to just be insecure. We're supposed to just be scared. We're just supposed to be nervous. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be nervous to talk to you. I'm supposed to be nervous just going about my daily life. Y'all gotta understand, we are just bodies of flesh walking around on a rock in the sky. I'm supposed to be nervous? What? Do you know what I mean? There's no point to any of this. All of this is stupid stuff that our brain makes up because we have everything we need already. You understand? Cavemen had to use their brain a lot because it was their spidey senses of being scared around a lion or being scared around an animal that might kill them and pushing up the adrenaline so that they could kill it. We're not killers anymore. Some of us, but we don't have to do that anymore. We're just going about normal life. But the problem is society advanced and evolved faster than our brains did. So our brains still have that adrenaline and those warnings and those triggers as if we're getting ready to kill a gazelle. You know what I'm saying? Or a panther or some shit. It can feel like. But it's a trick. It's all a lie. You know what I mean? So there's just no reason. There's no reason to be nervous. We're all just humans. Why should a human be nervous to talk to another human? Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys something. When I was in high school, I would be so nervous to talk to girls. It's crazy. It's crazy. I would literally shake because I was someone who just always put that off. I was more worried about making money and just doing my own thing and all this stuff. And I knew girls was eventually gonna happen, but I was nervous, so I always put it off. So, when I was in high school, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna face this shit. I'm gonna just take this shit on the nose and I'm gonna solve this issue that I have. And so what I would do is, any girl that would be interested in me, I would have to talk to her. I would force myself. And I would be so nervous. I would be so fucking nervous. You guys probably couldn't even believe it. I would literally be shaking and stuttering. And I wouldn't even be able to grab on to my words. And there was a few experiences where I did this. And I forced myself to go up to them and to talk to them, even if I didn't know them at all. And it was very awkward, and it was very, and obviously nothing happened. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. But I knew that by doing that, it might fuck up, the potential of whatever would happen, but there's no other option. You understand? If I didn't do it, then that 100% fucks up any opportunity because nothing would be happening. So I knew I just had to take that shit on the nose and do it. And now I have no problem. I'm not awkward. I'm not nervous at all. And it was just a few times of doing it and seeing, oh wait, these are just regular humans. I don't have to be like this, that made me realize that. And listen, the thing about confidence is, at the end of the day, there's a basis of it that's based in stuff that you do. Like, you're not going to be confident if you don't have a job, don't have an income, you're not taking care of those around you, you don't talk to any, potential significant others, or you don't really do shit. If you don't do shit, you don't work out, you're going to have trouble with confidence, right? But if you're doing shit and you are trying your best and you're giving life everything you have, you should be, as confident as one could be. Because the only thing stopping it at that point is lies that we tell ourselves. And there's almost no way to tell ourselves the truth. Whether we're telling ourselves that we're unworthy, that's a lie. But also, if we tell ourselves we're the shit, that could also be a lie. I mean, there's no like definitive truth. It's just we are what we tell ourselves that we are. So live like that. Just tell yourself, one thing about me, whatever happens, I'm a win. At the end of the day, I'm a win and I'm gonna come out on top. Live like that. Just tell yourself that. And then just act as if it's true. And you might feel like you're lying to yourself, but what's the lie? You understand, we're multi-dimensional beings. Humans are multi-dimensional beings. That means that we don't just exist in the 3D. If that was true, if we only existed in the 3D, why would we have thoughts? Why would we be able to think and use an imagination? That's not a 3-dimensional object. It's not a thing that you can look at and feel with your hands. That's on a higher plane. It's on a higher dimension. We're multi-dimensional. So when you tell yourself, I'm the shit, and you walk around like you're the shit, you're not lying to yourself. You're simply becoming the shit in the 4th dimension and then carrying that out in the 3rd dimension. People feel like you have to be in the 3rd dimension first to feel it in the 4th dimension. It's a lie. You'll never feel it because you'll never get there because you're not thinking like that. You only get like where you're thinking that your potential is going to get you. And the other thing is, thoughts are things. Like your energy, that's a thing. It can be measured. It goes out into the world and it sends messages and signals to things that exist. If you are constantly thinking about your debt and the fact that you are broke and the fact that you have no money and you're just sitting here feeling bad for yourself, you're not going to become a rich person doing that. You are going to continue to be broke and you're going to lose more money and you're going to go deeper into debt. Why? Because you are only considering that possibility, which is sending the signal to your subconscious and to the outside world that that's who you are and that's your identity and that's what you will get a reflection of. However, if you are broke and all you think about is how rich you're going to be and how you're going to change the world and how you are going to make all this money, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to happen as long as you stay true to that and you stay consistent with it. It will happen. I can tell you firsthand. I was broke. I was completely broke. So, the point of that is, though, thoughts are things and thoughts, carry weight. And when people realize that, that's when they will realize they have a responsibility not to indulge in negativity. Because they know that if they indulge in negativity, they will manifest more of that and ultimately end up leading worse lives that are going to be worse not only for them, but for others around them and make the world a worse place. Now that you know that, you should really consider before you indulge in any negative thought or negative activity. So when you see people that are engaging in those negative thoughts and activities, those are lost souls because they don't understand the effects and the impacts and the ripple effect of what they're doing. They're destroying their lives. Unintentionally, they are destroying their lives. And it's not always, in a self-loathing way. Sometimes they just don't know they're doing it. And it happens to all of us. We indulge sometimes in negative thoughts and negative feelings. But you can't. I'm just going to tell you, you just can't. Just don't indulge. When you start thinking a certain way that's negative about yourself or about the world, just stop it. Just cut it off. You can actually do that. You understand? You can reject the thought. If I tell you that this is green, you're going to reject that thought because it's clearly blue. So do that same thing when you say negative thoughts to yourself. Reject your own thoughts towards yourself that are negative. Why? Maybe this is what you're saying. Why? Maybe they're actually true. Maybe I actually believe them. What's the point? Why would you believe and accept something about yourself that's negative that, might be true if you can't change it? If you can change it, that's one thing. You can accept a negative thought about yourself if you can act upon it and change it. But if you're just sitting there and it's something you can't change and you're just thinking negatively about an aspect of yourself that you can't change, just reject that thought. Just reject it. Straight up. Get rid of it. Completely. Just be like, that's a lie. And don't start thinking about it, okay? Because it's a trap. It's a rabbit hole. Don't start thinking, wait, maybe it's not a lie. Just say, no, that's a lie. I'm actually this. I'm actually amazing because of this. Okay? It doesn't have to make logical sense. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be able to explain it to others. It only has to make sense to you. And it doesn't even have to make sense to you at first. You know what I mean? You could just say, you know what? I'm amazing because I have brown hair. And that doesn't really make sense. But if you just don't think about it and you cut the thought off at that point, your subconscious is just going to be like, oh, I guess he's amazing. Or I guess they're amazing because they have brown hair. It's not going to question you. Your subconscious is not going to be like, that doesn't make sense. That's only your conscious mind. So if you can program your subconscious to feel like you are the shit and that you will always win and that you have the upper hand in life, you will start originating thoughts and feelings that's true, instead of what's probably happening now, which is the opposite of that. It's the same but negative. You've convinced your subconscious that there are problems with you, and it manifests more of those problems, and it believes you because you tell it that. Just tell it that you're the shit and you're awesome, and tell it all the amazing things about you, and it will manifest more of that. And to go a step further, you can even tell it shit that hasn't even happened yet. If you want stuff to happen, let's say you want money. Let's say you want a lot of money, and you don't have that much money right now. You could tell your subconscious that you're rich, and you will start manifesting thoughts that can lead you to more money. And that sounds crazy, but it's true. Because once your subconscious believes it, it sends out signals of that being the case, and the universe receives those signals, and it notices the discrepancy between those signals and the way things actually are in the third dimension, and it will find ways to link those differences together. And it will give you the money. It will bring you whatever you're saying that you are. Okay? But back to confidence. Stop indulging in the negativity. Indulge in positivity. Dive deep into it. Okay? Dive deep into it. Don't just stop at, I'm the shit. Go on. Continue. write a paragraph about how you're the shit. You know, I'm just spitballing ideas. But really, you know, we do it for the negativity, so why should we not do it for the positivity? You will love yourself. You will start to love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, you can literally, it's as easy as saying, I love myself over and over again in your head and in your mind and to your subconscious, and feeling the feelings of how that would feel. And eventually you just will. Like, you just will love yourself. And maybe you'll start to feel like, oh, since I love myself so much, I'm going to start working out. Or since I love myself so much, I'm going to start doing this good thing. And that makes you love yourself even more. Okay, this is how you manifest confidence and manifest certain feelings and conquer certain other feelings of fear. Whenever a feeling of fear comes, just cut it off. A feeling of sadness, a feeling of fear, a feeling of self-pity, just cut it off before it can grow. It's like a fucking poisonous vine or something. You just need to cut it off before it can grow and expand and wrap around your entire brain. So just tell yourself this. One thing about me, I'm gonna always win. One thing about me, I'm gonna always win. One way or another. I'm gonna always come out on top. Believe that shit. So if you don't believe it, you're doomed. If you don't believe it, that means you believe something else. That's not that. So what is it that you believe? So what I want you guys to do is think about, you know, what thoughts and beliefs do you hold? And which ones do you want to change? And which ones do you want to indulge in and grow? And using what I said in this video, start acting on that. Start growing the ones that are good and start demolishing the ones that are bad. Demolishing doesn't mean thinking about it to the point where you're okay with it. It means just cutting it off. Just stop thinking about it. Okay, it's like the hardest thing to do, but just, it's simple but not easy. Just stop thinking about it. That's all it is. Just stop. And think about something else. Think about a good aspect of yourself. Okay? And some of those thoughts, the bad thoughts will leave and the good thoughts will stay and they will grow. Just life is too short, bro. Life is too short. But bottom line, life is too short for you to be walking around nervous and scared all the time of just other people. You're just scared of other humans. That's literally you. Like, that's like a rock being scared of a rock. It's just too short for that, bro. So, do something about it. It's gotta be done. Trust me, I've been in places where I was absolutely not just not confident, but like self-loathing. I've been to those places in my life before, and I've been out of it, and I've been super, super self-confident, and I've even been to the points where I'm arrogant. It's just a matter of finding a balance, you know? But bottom line, we can't afford not to love ourselves and not want the best for ourselves and not feel like we deserve everything. Because listen to me, bro. If you're watching this, you deserve everything. Just if you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, not me though. Nah. If you are watching this, even if you're not watching this and you're a human being, you just deserve everything. You deserve everything because you're a human. You know what I mean? Like, why should you not deserve everything that you want to get? Unless you're like a murderer or something, or like a horrible person. But if you're like a person that just tries and is just like a good person and just, or at least tries to be a good person, then you deserve the world. You don't have to accomplish some crazy task to be able to say that about yourself. Okay? So, what I would say to wrap it up about confidence is there is some basis in your actions and what you actually do, but that's really only 10% of the puzzle. So, you know, if you are scared the best thing that you could do is face your fears and seek discomfort. Seeking discomfort is a major key. I'll probably make a whole separate video on that, but always seek discomfort in areas that will grow you. Okay, those are the best experiences. Those are the most potent memories that you will ever have. That's what you will remember for the rest of your life. When you seek discomfort and when you do some shit that scares you or that you don't feel comfortable doing, but you know that it would be good for you in one way or another, do that 100% of the time. It shouldn't even be a question. Don't even think like, oh, should I do this? Should I not? You have to do it. If you're seeing this, this is a sign that you just have to do it. Starting now. Okay? I never want you guys to be in a situation again where you're scared to do something and you just have the excuse of like, oh, I'm scared, I'm not going to do it. Fuck that, bro. Fuck that. Not in this lifetime. Nah. No. Nah. So just do it. Just start doing shit. Okay? Just start doing shit that's going to improve you. Stop thinking so much. Okay? Think less in general, but also change your thought process using self-programming. Programming your subconscious. Stop thinking about the negative thoughts. All right? Cut them off. Just cut them off. And start indulging in the positive thoughts. And when you wake up, just thank the universe or God or whatever you want to thank for the day and for all the great things that you have and all the great aspects about yourself. And then let's say that there's something that you want or desire. Start thinking for that thing too. Let's say you want money again. Thank you for making me so rich. And thank you for the abundant sources of income that I have that are making me so much money every month and coming in every direction. Or something like that. Okay? Almost lie to yourself, but it's not really a lie because we're multidimensional beings, and if we say we have something that we don't have, that's just us having it in a different dimension and then manifesting it. Okay? It's not a lie. So, and that's it. Stop being nervous. There's no reason to fear. Okay? There's no reason to fear. Not in this life, bro. Let's just be confident. Be cool. Start making moves out of love for ourselves. And just continue on a positive path. Alright, guys. I've been doing daily uploads. So, if you're seeing this, make sure you're subbed to the channel. Like, comment, all that good stuff. Share this. You guys need to start sharing my videos more. Don't be selfish. Everybody needs to see this. You know? I don't know anyone that couldn't benefit from it. So, let's do it. Let's keep going the channel. But, you know, I just do it to help. So, it doesn't really matter either way to me. But I think that would be good. But anyways, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Peace.